All right, let's get right into it. Today, we're looking at a paper that is just, well, it's insane. It's a new technology that honestly feels like straight-up magic for video editing.
You know that feeling, right? You get the perfect shot, but there's that one person, or a car, or something in the background you just wish you could delete. For a long time, AI has tried to fix this, but you know how it is. You get these blurry messes or weird glitches. Well, that's all about to change.
Okay, let's see what this actually looks like. Check out this video. It's full of puppies. Now, say we want to get rid of all of them except for one. On the left, this is what a top-of-the-line technique from 2023 would give you. It's a blurry, pixelated smudge. Not great. But on the right, with this new method, the puppies are just gone. Poof. Totally clean. All right, here's another one using an even more advanced method. This time, the dogs themselves are gone, which, okay, that's better. But look really close at the sidewalk. See that? Their shadows are still there. And that's always been the real challenge, right? It's one thing to remove the object, but it's way harder to remove its shadow or its reflection. But now, look at the new technique. The dogs and their shadows are completely gone, vanished.
So yeah, this isn't just a small step up, it's a total game changer. We're talking a literal magic eraser for video. And believe me, it gets even crazier.
And this is where you really start to see how powerful this thing is. It's not just about taking out simple stuff. It can remove a cat and then perfectly, recreate the blades of grass moving behind it. It can get rid of a blinking light and the reflection of that light on a glossy surface. It can even tell the difference between a person's shadow and a bench's shadow when they're all mixed up together. This isn't just an improvement, this is a whole new level.
So what is this magic called? The official name is Omnimat Zero. It's from a collaboration between NVIDIA and a few other research labs, but that name, Omnimat Zero. It makes you wonder, right? Why zero?
And this, my friends, is where the story gets really, really interesting, because that zero points to something that, honestly, should be impossible. Okay, here's the first big surprise. The zero stands for, get this, zero additional AI training needed. That's right, this ridiculously powerful tool doesn't need any special training on new data, it just works. Out of the box.
But wait, it gets even crazier. It uses AI models that already exist, ones you can just grab off the shelf. And this is the real kicker, it runs in real time. We're talking 25 frames per second. That means smooth, instant video editing. No waiting.
So that's the big mystery, isn't it? How can something be this good, this fast, and need no training? I mean, it can handle merging shadows. It feels like it breaks all the rules of how AI is supposed to work. But the answer? The answer is so simple and so clever.
The secret isn't some super complicated new AI. Nope, it's a completely different way of thinking about the problem. A truly genius approach they call the jigsaw puzzle solution.
So here's the big idea. For years, the way AI tried to solve this was by painting. You'd remove an object and that would leave a hole, right? The AI would then have to guess what's supposed to be in that hole and try to paint it in. Omnimat Zero, it does something totally different. It doesn't paint anything. It just copies. Imagine your video is like a big stack of jigsaw puzzles, okay? Each frame is a new puzzle. So when you remove a dog, you're basically pulling a piece out of today's puzzle. Now, instead of trying to paint a brand new piece from scratch, Omnimat Zero just looks at the puzzle from a second ago or a second into the future. It finds the exact background piece that was hidden behind the dog in that other frame and just copies it into the hole. Why guess what's missing when you literally already have the piece? And that's it. That's the whole secret to its incredible speed. It is that simple. Finding and copying a piece you already have is way, way faster than trying to train an AI to become a master painter.
And this one, simple idea. It explains everything, all three of those impossible things we talked about. Zero training? Well, of course, it's just copying, it's not trying to create new art. It doesn't need to go to art school. Using existing models? Sure, any decent AI that can understand a video can act as the puzzle builder. And that real-time speed, that's the big prize. Copying is instant. It's just genius.
Okay, but as amazing as this all sounds, it's not perfect. Nothing ever is, right? There is a trade-off. There's a little price you have to pay for all this speed and power.
The researchers are very upfront about it. You give up a little bit of sharpness in the final video. If you look really close, the filled-in parts can be just a little bit softer, a little blurrier than the original. And there's a good reason for that.
See, to make sure everything blends in seamlessly, the system doesn't just grab pixels from one other frame. It's smarter than that. It looks at several different frames and kind of averages them all together. Think about it like this. If you take 5 pictures of a bench, but your hand shakes just a tiny bit each time, when you stack all 5 of those pictures on top of each other, the sharp lines of the bench are going to get a little bit soft. It's the same idea here.
So that's the trade-off. What you gain is a super stable, flicker-free video, which, by the way, was a massive problem with older methods. What you lose is just a little bit of that tack sharp detail. Honestly, it's a pretty fair trade. And you can bet that researchers are already working on how to fix that for the next version.
But the story isn't over. And in my opinion, this next part is maybe the most important bit. What the creators are actually doing with this technology.
First off, let's just be crystal clear about how good this really is. When you look at the performance tests, Omnimat Zero doesn't just do a little better than the old techniques. It completely blows them out of the water. We're talking a huge, massive leap in quality.
And now for the absolute best part. The scientists who built this, they've promised to release the source code for free, for everyone. This isn't some secret tool that's going to be locked away inside a big company. They are giving this amazing power to the entire world so we can all use it and build on top of it. I mean, what a time to be alive, right? And at the end of the day, that's what this is all about. This is more than just a cool new feature for a video editor. This is fundamental research. The source for this explainer said it perfectly. These are the works that push humanity forward. And I couldn't agree more.
It's just such a powerful, elegant solution to a really tough problem. And now that this tool is about to be in the hands of creators everywhere, it leaves us with one final, really exciting question. If you can erase anything from a video, what kind of stories are you going to tell?